Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching Robin Reads. Today I want to talk about the books I got in the month of, March? And also my ARC book haul, which I always do every month from Netgalley. And this month I'm going to talk about the June ARCs. I've got some really exciting books for June. Not sure if I am going to read them because I'm really trying to focus on my owned books. So yeah, let's see how that goes. But first let's talk about the physical books I got. I got these books from my free little library actually. Someone dropped in a lot of books and some other person asked me to come to their house and sort out the books, so I did that as well. And I have a little pile because it was like a lot of books from that person. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get started. The first books are the easier ones to talk about, and those are the Nicci French books I got. I got 6 of them. The first book is called Catch Me When I Fall. This one. The next one is called Losing You. So that's this one. Then we've got, they're all Dutch, so therefore I need to do this. The Safe House. And probably the Mind Game. The Memory Game. This one. Then we've got Beneath the Skin. This one. And the last one is, let me see, The Red Room. And I haven't read a lot of Nicci French. Probably like one or two. And also one that I DNF'd because the Frida Klein series I started with the first book. But I really didn't like that one. So yeah, I DNF'd that one. But I'm pretty excited to read these books. I really like literary thrillers. So yeah, I really hope they're going to be nice. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really going to prioritize these in May. So I'm probably going to read 2 or maybe more. And so then you will see a review. So those were the first books I want to talk about. Then also 2 ones that are a little bit easier to talk about. And those are these 2 editions of the Agatha Christie books. I talked about these in another book haul that I did. And these are just 2 more of these editions. They're just a bind-up of a lot of her books. 5 of them in each bind-up, and I have like 15 now, so that's pretty great. And I just want to read more by Agatha Christie because I don't know, I haven't read anything by her, so let's see how that goes. I actually sort of hope that I don't like it, because then I can unhaul all of those books, but if I do like them, that would be nice as well, of course. And yeah, those 2 I got as well. So then, a lot of Dutch books I got, of course. One of my favorite authors, Maarten and Hart. I can't translate this title, but yeah, he's one of my favorite authors. So I'm really excited to read this tiny little book. Then one by Karin Slaughter. I think there might be a translation in this one. Maarten Misunderstood is it called in English. It's also very just little book, so I really just like these kind of little books. I think I haven't read anything by this author, but don't quote me on that. Then another book by one of my favorite authors. She's called Simone van der Vlucht. This one is Blue Water or something like that. So very excited about this one. Also a literary thriller. Then one that I have heard great things about is this one by Tim Krabbé. Translation could be The Cave. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. So then the last couple of books also, yeah, not all, but almost all of them are Dutch. First one, this one by Dimitri Verhulst. Monoloog from someone that gets used to talking to themselves. That's sort of the translation, which sounded really interesting. I read the back, sounded sort of interesting as well. I've read 2 of his books, I think, which I really liked, and yeah, just another book that I didn't, so this is going to be something. I just got a call, so where did I leave off? I think, yeah, just the Dimitri Verhulst one. Then another book that has been on my TBR for quite some time. That is Sonny Boy. This is an historical fiction novel, I think. And don't know a lot about it, but it's pretty famous in our country, so therefore I just want to read it. Then 2 that sounded really interesting. It's part 1 and 2 in a series, so that's great. I mean, I'm always never have seen that, so it's these 2 books by Tom Rob Smith. This one, I think it's an author from another country, so I don't think there will be translation somewhere, no. But probably like Child 44. And this one has a little bit of a random title. Kolima or something. This is the author. Very funny picture, I think. And these ones are like historical fiction kind of thrillers. This one is set in the Soviet Union. This one I think as well, and yeah, it just really sounded interesting. I don't know a lot about that time period. Well, I do know things about the time period, but not in a fiction kind of way, so I was just really excited to read these. So yeah, great find. And then the last book I want to talk about, which I already talked about in my tag video I did last week, and that is Call Me By Your Name by André Aciman. I think I pronounced that right, I'm not sure. And yeah, I said in the tag, this book I really wanted to read for quite some time. And yeah, I saw it in a free little library, which is awesome. I mean, wow. So this was just a very great find, and I'm probably going to read this in May because, yeah, just sounds amazing. So yeah, those were all the physical books I got. So let's get into the ARCs that I got. I have to do it on my laptop because my tablet is on vacation with my mother. So I need to do it on my laptop. So I hope it will work out, but I'm just going to try and do that now. So I got my laptop here in front of me, and I'm not going to do I'm just going to figure it out if it works when I do the pictures in the camera, but yeah, the first book I want to talk about is out on the 1st of June, and that is called My Summer of Love and Misfortune. It's by Lindsay Wong, and this is a teen YA contemporary novel. So just the first line of the description, so you have some idea. Crazy Rich Asians meets Love and Gelato in this hilarious, quirky novel about a Chinese-American teen who is thrust into the decadent or something, world of Beijing high society when she is sent away to spend the summer in China. And yeah, this is the cover. So I want to read this one because I really like YA contemporaries. And yeah, this one sounded really interesting and just fun to read. It sounded more, yeah, I don't really know anything about American Chinese people, so I just thought that would be interesting to know anything about. So therefore I chose this one to, yeah, mention to you guys. The next one is out on the 2nd of June, and that is called Heroes by Stephen Fry. And this is his second book or something about Greek myths. I haven't read the first one, and let me know down below in the comments if I need to read the first one first. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really find it interesting first, the Greek myths. Let me show the cover first, by the way. This is the cover. Looks very, very nice. Purple. So yeah, but then I read The Song of Achilles and Circe by Madeline Miller. And I just love those books, so I was like, yeah, and I found the myths aspect pretty cool in that, and I just want to have more information about that. So yeah, this book sounded pretty interesting. I really don't know if I'm going to like it, but we shall see. So the next book is a comic book, and that is called Happily Ever After and Everything in Between by Debbie Tung. So this is the cover. It looks pretty nice. I thought this was the author of Cassandra Comics, I think it's called. That's on Tapas. I read those, and it's pretty much the same writing style as this one. And yeah, therefore this one just jumped out on me, but I really don't know if it is the same author. But yeah, the first line is from the best-selling author of Quiet Girl in a Nosy World and Book Love comes a funny and adorable collection of comics about married life, specifically an introvert married to an extrovert. Debbie Tung's tender, funny and utterly relatable comics are the perfect gift for anyone in a relationship. So, I'm not in a relationship, but yeah, just I read those Cassandra comics and other comics in the same vein, or how do you call it? And I really, really like those. It's just, they're really funny and just very nice. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. Probably going to read it as well, because it's a comic, but I say that every month. And I don't, so don't hold me on that. But yeah, the second one is also, no, not the second one, the next one. It's also out on the 2nd of June. And that is called Framed in Monte Carlo. Why I Spent 8 Years in Prison for a Murder I Did Not Commit. By Ted Mayer, Bill Hayes and Jennifer Thomas. So I chose this book because it's true crime. And I've never read true crime, but I really like thrillers. So I was like, yeah, why not try true crime? Because true crime is just, yeah, I don't know what I would think about it. So that is why I chose this one. So this is the cover. And I'm not sure if I like it, but, and yeah, therefore I chose this one. And so the first line is, as featured on 60 Minutes Dateline Inside Edition and 48 Hours, the shocking true story of banker Edmund Safra's death and the man wrongfully convicted and imprisoned for the crime. So yeah, I don't know, that sounds pretty cool. And as I said, I haven't read true crime, so this one is a bit more on the how do you call it, safe side, I think, because other ones are a bit more. I have another one that I got, and that one was probably more heavier than this one, so yeah, I know. I will let you know what I think, or I don't, because I'm probably not going to read it again. But okay. The next book is out on the 9th of June, and that is called American as Paneer Pie. And that's by Aladdin? No. It says Aladdin, but that's the publisher house or something, I don't know. By Supriya Kelkar. So, this is the cover. I really like this cover. I know, just very bright and with food, always good. So, and the first line is: an Indian American girl navigates prejudice in her small town and learns the power of her own voice in this brilliant gem of a middle grade novel, full of humor and heart, perfect for fans of Front Desk and Amina's voice. So I chose this book because it's a children's fiction, and I just want to have a wide variety to show you guys. But also just, again, because of the representation. I don't know a lot about Indian American people or culture for those people. So I'm just really interested to learn more about that and just be more diverse in my reading. So that's why I chose that one. Then a poetry collection I chose that's called The Essential Clarence Major, by Clarence Major, of course. And this is the cover. Probably his face on it. And yeah. Clarence Major is one of America's literary masters. And that's what it says. And this one offers a thrilling overview of an exceptional career, from his early groundbreaking fiction to his most recent poems. I think. Yeah. So I know I'm into poetry. I like it, or I don't like it, but sometimes I like it, and I just want to read more of it so I can just be, yeah, just broadening my horizon in the poetry genre, because I think, yeah, it can be really, really nice to read some poetry, and again, just some diverse reads. And the next book is out on the 16th of June, and it's called Elia, I think, and the Three Cats, and that is by Amina Hachimi Alui, and illustrations by Maya Fidawi. And this is a children's fiction middle grade, and I really, really like this cover. Super cute with those three little cats, so that's super awesome. And yeah, a really simple first sentence. The arrival of a new baby seen by three adorable cats. So Miriam and Sami has three cats. Pasha, the black Angora cat, proud as a Pasha really. Minushi, the grey tabby cat found in the street, and Amir, the playful Siamese. One day, Miriam's belly starts to get bigger and something starts to stir in it. Miriam disappears for a few days and comes back home with something that screams and demands a lot of attention. Their three cats are very confused. What's going on? So, yeah, I saw this book and I was like, yes, I need to read this. I really like cats. I have one of my own. They're very quirky creatures, I think, and very funny creatures. And yeah, this is a middle grade. How this is a middle grade, I don't know, but it is a middle grade, it says. And yeah, I just really would like to read that one. It just sounds adorable. Yeah, and then the last book is out also on the 16th of June, and that's called Aches, I think. Aches. Marks the Spot. And I really like this cover as well. This one. It's really just a lot of fun and yeah, really, I think, says a lot about the book itself. So that's also always very good, I think, when they do that. This is a romance, a YA novel. And I don't really read a lot of romance, as you know, but if I do, I prefer YA books because I don't really like sex in books, and in YA they almost never have that, or it's just really not graphic, so therefore if I read them, I choose those. And yeah, the first sentence of the description. Jamie has been dreaming of this summer forever, of road trips and intensive art camps, of meeting cute boys with her best friend Jazz. What she didn't count on was the car accident. And her mother needs to learn to walk again, and Jamie goes to Provence and is trapped in an isolated home. And yeah, I think there she meets a boy or something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, it just really, really sounds nice. And yeah, those are all the June arcs I want to show you. And let me know down below if you are one of those people who are on Netgalley. Do you like it? Do you do the same thing as me and just get all the books on the Read Now page and probably never read them? Which is probably very bad of me, but I'm sorry. I might start not doing it because I know I don't get stressed about it but it's more like, yeah, I request them but I don't really read them, so that's not really good, I think, of me. I try, but I have like 200 books on there right now and I can't read them very soon. But yeah, just let me know if you like Netgalley, if you use it, how do you use it and stuff. Yeah, and that's it for this video. One thing I just want to mention was in my last video on Sunday I mentioned the Reading Rush readathon. And the announcement was on the Reading Rush channel like a couple of hours after I made the video. So that always happens, of course. But I will link that down below so you can see yeah, the announcement. And there's also going to be a TBR tag, which I'm going to do on Sunday. I'm going to vlog the Reading Rush and then do the tag also on one of those days. So yeah, you will probably see that on Sunday or on Wednesday next week. And yeah, that's all I wanted to mention today. So I really hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up, a comment and subscribe, and I will see you later.